we beat Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation 3?
Yeah, I do. We just got Silent Hill 3 for $22, and so now we have 1, 2, and 3. Today, Aaron disassembled his entire PlayStation 3, cleaned it like new, and then put it back, and then put new thermal paste on the CPU, and then put it all back together, and it all worked immediately. There was no troubleshooting afterwards. Put the garage door on the grease and make it like new. Make it like new. That's our garage sale song. Because that's... Remember why we started singing that?
I actually don't remember.
Remember when it was raining, but we were yard sailing, and we went to this one yard sale, and this lady had a whole bunch of household stuff. She had shims and a few tools, but there was garage door grease.
Okay.
In this box of random stuff you would keep in the garage, basically. And we bought it because she was because it was raining, so she was having this giant please just take it stuff. So we took a whole bunch of stuff. Anyways, there's garage door grease in the miscellaneous stuff. I think I said put the garage door on the grease, but I meant to say put the grease on the garage door. And then somehow we got the song started. I don't know where the song came from, but I just love how nobody watches our Let's Plays.
Me too. We can say whatever we want.
Yeah. I could talk as much as I want about certain
topics
because nobody watches my videos.
But that'd be the one that everyone watched because it'd become controversial.
And that's how I get subscribers.
Just gotta be real and authentic.
You just have to be authentic. Only authentic YouTubers get subscribers and views. Yeah. After you defeated the boss, now the school isn't full of blood and guts.
Yeah.
You purged it.
Purged of all of its unholiness.
Yeah. Hey, that was the map of the United States.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing a soap series where every soap is going to be inspired by a state. And I mentioned that because I know all the people watching care. I thought that there was still a video that was still good.
Yeah, that's the one the Elgato is plugged into.
But I thought there was 2.
There was, but each one is going bad one by one.
Shall I buy another one of them Chinese boxes? Not even such a thing exists except for that overpriced Chinese box that goes bad.
We need to go VCR shopping.
They aren't even at Collectomania. I'm always watching for them.
The VCRs?
Yeah.
You should look on Craigslist.
Yeah.
You look on Craigslist right now.
I'm gonna. You're so right. Why didn't I think of Craigslist? Why are they calling them VCR tapes? Why are these people trying to sell their VCR for $50? Told you VHSs are coming back. And people feel it. People can feel it. That's why you're trying to sell a VCR. It has to be at least 20 years old or more. Probably 30 years old. For $50. Why would you have VHS tapes without their case? Even though I think it's completely dumb that people would throw away their cases and put their games in one of those folders. Mm-hmm. They had an idea of why they were doing it. It was to save space. Mm-hmm. Why would you throw away the cardboard case on a VHS tape, though? These people on Craigslist are cracked.
Yeah, they are. It's getting worse. I also will not buy from someone who is don't try to lowball me, don't waste my time. Those people, I'm like, what a douche.
Yeah, they obviously have a really crappy personality, so why would I want to give you my money?
Yeah, I mean, I'm up to hear anybody's offer.
Yeah.
I can always say no.
Right, exactly.
I'm not going to be disrespectful to them and be like, you're an idiot for even thinking you can get away with that.
Wheels on the bus. Do you know that song since you were homeschooled?
Wheels on the bus?
Go round and round. Do you know that song?
Mm-mm.
Wow!
What?
That song was in my whole life because in elementary school we learned that song, and I think it was on some cartoons. Goes, the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The door on the bus goes open and shut, and then the bus driver would open and shut the door while he sang it.
Can't say I've heard that tune before, but I'm trying to think. Oh, that's Here We Go Around the Mulberry Bush.
Yeah, but the wheels on the bus. You had your own homeschooled music.
It's crazy that even though this is such a tiny room, the frame rate in this little bus.
Yeah, why is it having problems with the frame rate?
The frame rate in this bus is really struggling.
He kind of looks like Rodney Mullen.
I think he is. His name is Harry Mason, but
that's his code name.
No, that's his real name. But I think Rodney
Mullen's his code name.
Yeah.
Skateboard name.
Just enjoy playing games in each other's company.
Yeah, since Let's Plays don't even get watched anymore, it's a saturated thing. The only people who get watched are already overly popular and don't even like you people anyway.
But Shauna likes you people.
Yeah, except you don't come over here and give me a chance.
I like that this game uses Resident Evil controls. I'm just really surprised that the other Silent Hill games also continue using the same control scheme.
So what do you mean? Pushing forward is forward?
Pushing forward. Up is always forward.
So they did tank controls all the way through Silent Hill 3?
Yeah, Silent Hill 3 was tank. Because
then how come people how come people complain their butts off about Resident Evil, but I don't ever hear anything about Silent Hill?
Because I don't know, critics love Silent Hill for some reason. I'm not sure. I like Silent Hill too, but Silent Hill gets way less bad rep than Resident Evil games. Use K. Gordon key.
A can of Coca-Cola.
Pretty sure that's bullets.
Bullets. You won. Look at this nice place. What are we cooking? Big old pot of beans.
Bullets are red, and for some reason they made the shotgun bullets pink, which is kind of funny.
Because it's the color of the guys you're going to explode.
That's why. Purple more than pink, but it still looks like a Valentine.
It's the color of the faces of the guys you're going to blow away.
Actually,
you know that the Vampire the Masquerade taught me that gun called a Glock?
Me too. That was actually the first game I ever played that called a handgun just a Glock. And I didn't know that Glock was actually the real name for that style of gun.
Does Deus Ex also does it, right?
Is it a Glock in Deus Ex?
I remember there was a Glock. And we were like, whoa, Glock.
Glocks in real life look like toy guns. Look like they're made out of plastic, even though they've got gunmetal on them.
So what's the guns that don't look like plastic?
The Desert Eagles.
So the Magnums?
Yeah, Magnums too.
Magnums. Broken Butterflies. Did you know the beginning of our Let's Play had Mark in it?
Of this game?
Mm-hmm. The first 2 videos has Mark in it because it was long, so I cut it into 2 videos. We're asking each other what our top 5 movies were. At the end of the first video, Mark was like, can we stop recording for a second? And I was like, why? He's like, because I want to say something. I don't want it to be recorded. And I was like, what, really? Like, I couldn't figure out what he wanted to say that I couldn't record. I was like, because it was like, what could he possibly want to say that he doesn't want recorded? And I just remember that he needed to go to the bathroom.
That's right. I remember that. That's so funny.
I don't know what to do about our Let's Play setup. How did we used to do it?
Because I'm sick and tired of the screen flickering on my screen.
Oh. Okay.
That's the VC.
Okay. We just spent the last 45 minutes rearranging cords and pieces of electronics. And now we're back to the game.
I don't find those flying pterodactyls very scary.
You don't think those harpies are scary?
Uh-uh.
They're like naked, bipedal, flying things.
They're naked, alright. That's why they're not scary.
Naked things don't scare you, huh?
See, it's a flying dinosaur. How could that possibly be
No, it's a
scary?
man with a deformed... It's alive-ish. It's alive. Everything's closed because the virus.
It was weird going to Half Price Books today.
Yeah, it was. It was weird.
Made me feel like I was kind of a douche for not having a mask on.
I've gotten over that by going to the grocery store every week.
This game's been pretty generous on ammo. Maybe that's why critics like it.
Because they're a bunch of babies that can't do anything except complain, and then not complain if they're getting paid to not complain.
Or write favorable reviews of a company with the word Valve in their name, gives them a free VR headset with the word Index in the name.
Critics are easily bribed. They don't actually have any passion.
I probably wouldn't write a negative review of a Valve game if they gave me $1,000 headset either.
Well, then would you be doing justice to your job?
I guess not, no.
You'd just be a sellout.
Half-Life Alyx is supposed to be really good, though. But
well, I mean, if it's really good, then you say, yeah, it's really good.
It's actually a pretty good-looking PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah, it is. He looks way better than the characters in Final Fantasy VII. In Final Fantasy VII, they literally have just joints and then big bulges everywhere else.
So they kind of look like Sega Saturn characters?
Like Virtua Fighter 1, maybe even worse than that.
Really?
If you were ever going to tackle Final Fantasy VII, you need prepared to be tackling it for the next 2 years or something. Unless it's the only game you play. This must be the Church of Bollocks.
Balkan Church?
Yeah, Balkan Church.
Bollocks Church.
What does bollocks mean for the English?
BS.
Is it actually a bad word, or is it like saying crap?
I think it's like saying crap.
Okay.
Jesus.
A cutscene.
That's right, Silent Hill's in America, so of course Jesus is going to be here.
Who's that? Mary?
Hope not.
Hope not, too.
Mother Mary's got some...
She almost looked like a Fallout 2 character.
Were you ringing that bell?
I've been expecting you. It was foretold by gyromancy.
What are you talking about?
I knew you'd come. You want the girl, right?
The girl? You're talking about Cheryl.
I see everything.
You know something. Tell me.
Stay back.
This is my favorite.
Nothing is to be gained from floundering about at random. You must follow the path. The path of the hermit concealed by Flauros.
What? What are you talking about?
Here, the Flauros, a cage of peace. It can break through the walls of darkness and counteract the wrath of the underworld. These will help you. Make haste to the hospital before it's too late.
Wait! Don't go yet!
That was a great cutscene.
Those are my favorite type of survival horror cutscenes.
She's giving us the flowers. The flowers. It'll help us to defeat the darkness. Ooh.
Drawbridge key.
We're gonna go to the hospital.
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
No, that sounds really scary. She said to make haste, though. The newspaper, nothing special. Why is it even matter? See the alabaster box. Why does it even bother saying nothing special?
Because it's an old game.
Yeah, but he could just say it's a newspaper. Period.
So they know that's not a clue.
Mm.
Because if you said it's a newspaper, then we might run all the way back here.
Being like, I bet we need that
I
newspaper.
bet we need that newspaper. We'll find like a candle on a lamp on a stand with matches, and be like, and it won't do anything. We're like, I bet we need the newspaper.
For kindling, right? Harry better lean down and pray a little bit. Bible. It doesn't say it's not useful or not important or not interesting.
Or nothing special.
Or nothing special, yeah, so I was trying to get to. It's because the game designers know the Bible is special.
Six blank formula hell? All formula hall? Hell?
It looks like hell.
I don't know. This door's open.
Can you go in? This looks more like a garage.
TV set it doesn't turn on. I'm so happy about how much quieter my PS3 is now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big deal to me.
And it's on glass to dissipate the heat even more.
Yeah. And boy, was that thermal paste nasty.
It's a big difference.
It was crusty and hard and...
I think it's even playing better.
Oh, Shauna.
Hell again. Shell! It's Shell! Like the
Shell.
gas station. So in half-price books, we made a purchase to stimulate the economy.
And what did we get?
I spent $2 on a VHS tape. I bought Monty Python and the Holy Grail, a really, really new-looking VHS tape. It wasn't sealed, but it was very nice condition.
I think it's interesting that the guy who made this game had nothing to do. He wasn't, unlike Shinji Mikami, who became an executive producer for the Resident Evil series. I don't remember the name of this guy who made this game. After he made this game, he decided he didn't want to do anything more with Silent Hill, and everything else has been done by subbing out. Konami subbed out the Silent Hill license to other people. There's blood on the floor.
That green thing looks important, is it? Is that decoration?
It's not letting me pick it up.
A decoration piece of green bottle? It looks like the healing bottle, but it's not. You think that's a healing bottle?
Well, it's not. You think that was a sexual innuendo? Well, it's not.
Every sword needs a good sheath.
Every wolf needs a good moon.
All we did was giggle a little bit, and then he said, "Do you think that's a sexual innuendo?" And we didn't say anything, which makes it so funny. Well, it's not. I wish I could go back to the past and just hear that experience.
I like where I am now more than where I was back then.
Oh, me too. There's a keyhole. Know what that means?
It means I put my key in it. And then don't say anything else.
Yep. You think those bottles are suspicious? Well, they're not.
Well, they're not.
Maybe it's a street performer. You know how those people like hit buckets and try and want you to give them money?
I don't think that's street performing, Shauna. I'm not sure what that's
It'd be
supposed
funny
to be.
if it was. You know what some of the dumbest, retardedest, gayest looking things are?
Wow, Shauna. Good thing no one watches our Let's Plays.
That's why I said it.
What?
Modern game cover art.
Yeah, I agree with that
For
one.
anything that's a first-person shooter or a third-person shooter.
Well, even XCOM's new Chimera Squad cover looks pretty awful. What does that say?
REDRUM.
That's amazing!
Wow. That's like they killed Kenny in Panzer Dragoon Saga. They put REDRUM here, and
That's amazing.
I bet Cheryl did that.
Probably.
Now I get to put a title on this video that might be clickbaity.
Which is what?
REDRUM.
I don't think that's clickbaity because I don't think anyone's going to care.
I know.
Because you got a generation who's never even seen The Shining.
Yeah. And then the generation that has seen The Shining
probably doesn't care about this
doesn't even
game.
care. Yeah. Doesn't even care about Let's Plays, most likely.
Yeah. I've actually thought about The Shining a lot recently just because I've stopped reading reviews about Evil Within because it just blows my mind how stupid people are about that game. But one of the biggest criticisms that people constantly bring about that game is how like incoherent the story is. And it's like, did you not watch Stanley Kubrick's version of The Shining? Like, that's extremely...
Or did you not see a Stanley Kubrick movie?
That's extremely incoherent, yeah. I really do think survival horror might be my favorite genre, besides fighting games.
So, I'm going to end this video here, and I'm so thankful that you watched, because you are special. You got anything to say, Aaron?
Bye.
Bye.